EU accuses Russian troops of committing atrocities in Ukrainian town Bucha.
Here's a summary of the article.
Soldiers walk past a destroyed Russian tank and armored vehicles, amid Russia's invasion on Ukraine in Bucha, in Kyiv region, Ukraine April 2, 2022. Register now for free unlimited access to Reuters. April 3. The European Union on Sunday accused Russian troops of committing atrocities in the Kyiv region after the mayor of the town of Bucha said 300 residents had been killed during a month-long occupation by Russian forces. Shocked by news of atrocities committed by Russian forces. EU assists Ukraine in documenting war crimes, EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said on Twitter, adding all cases needed to be pursued by the International Court of Justice. The mayor of Bucha, a liberated town 37 kilometers northwest of the capital, said 300 residents had been killed by the Russian army. Register now for free unlimited access to Reuters.com. Shocked by haunting images of atrocities committed by Russian army in Kyiv liberated region, the president of the EU Council grouping the bloc's member states, Charles Michel, commented on Twitter. The Russian Defense Ministry in Moscow did not immediately reply to a request for comment when asked on Sunday about bodies found in Bucha. Michel said the EU was assisting Ukraine and non-governmental organizations in gathering the necessary evidence for the prosecution of crimes in international courts.
This post received a score of 36,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Beyond being absolutely barbaric, this is probably the worst possible tactic if they want to occupy Ukraine. It's likely intended as a brutal warning, but it's just going to galvanize the locals to fight back with everything they have, to the point where suicide attacks might be on the table. I can't imagine how the Russian military leadership thinks this is a good way to win.
They don't think.
As someone said, Russia still thinks that it's 1945, then we must fight like it's 1945.
Well, Putin should take a page out of Hitler's book if he wants to replicate 1945 so badly.
I'd pay however much it takes to see him dead in a bunker.
Fuck that, Mussolini him, I want to see him dead in a ditch. He deserves nothing less when his men have done much worse.
I hope whichever way he dies is slow and painful. People like him don't deserve the air they breathe. They're just a tumor on this planet. Death by polonium is actually very painful.
Greater than, we must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere. When human lives are endangered, when human dignity is in jeopardy, national borders and sensitivities become irrelevant. The Nobel acceptance speech delivered by Elie Wiesel in Oslo on December 10, 1986. Edit. Here is the full text of his speech. It's worth reading.
That quote really sums up my life tbh. I've always avoided conflict and only recently have I started changing to stand up for myself and others who are clearly being FKED over. Sure, it'll make you a target. But damn does it feel good to do what you feel is right by making your point known. This quote really addresses not just war, but also the human condition of insecurity and self-esteem.
Here is a video report talking about how people were tied and executed in the back of their heads. Graphic, NSFW. This is beyond unacceptable and people who did this will come back from war as heroes.
In my opinion, this is why no land can be given up and Crimea must be taken back. A friend of mine had his best friend since childhood drafted and shot in the head by a sniper, 2014 for Crimea. Everything must be taken back to avenge these people.
Not just the borders restored. The world won't be safe until Russia is disarmed. ALA Japan, limited defense force only. EU doesn't have the balls though.
The Russian propaganda spreaders are already claiming it is all fake. That is an American living in Ukraine making a living from YouTube and Patreon by defending Russia's invasion.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.